Trying to find a place I went wrong. I got a couple problems, but I'll make it alone. I can't write all my wrongs, but I can write them in songs.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the cave.
Escaping the stigma, building men.
And so today we have a special guest with us yet again. I can't really see her.
You can look down.
There she is.
Down. There she is.
Oh no! Every time.
You gotta watch out for the little guys here.
That's crazy. That's
So welcome back to the show, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself again. I'm pretty sure they remember you.
I'm so glad. I'm
If
so
not,
glad
read the
to
shirt.
be back. My name is Daisha Bell. I am the host of iAmHer podcast, where we equip women to become healed, elevated, and restored in Christ. And I'm here with Man Cave today. Thank y'all so much for having me again.
No
To
problem.
get my little cooking skills.
Y'all keep the shirt. Keep the shirt.
Right,
I am her.
see her merch.
Healed, elevated, and restored. Come on, that's beautiful. I
And to
love
pull
it.
it out.
I love it.
I respect it.
So yeah, what we doing today?
Well, clearly, we're not in the cave, right? You know, that kind of reminds me of Phineas and Ferb. He's like, hey, Ferb, I know what we're going to do today. Clearly, we're not in the cave. We're in the kitchen, as you can see.
Yeah.
That means we're cooking, like you was just saying. So I feel like we got to give them the play-by-play, give them the rundown on what we're making, because each of us have our role. And we're going to eat this at the end, for real.
Yeah.
So if it's
Not
trash,
fake.
it's going to be what it's going to be. So I'm going to let you start it off.
It's the not perfect. Okay, I am making
The appetizer.
yes, the appetizers, which are Rotel egg rolls. Do I go in detail about what actually in it and how
Sure,
we're
go
doing it?
ahead.
Or basically, it's just exactly what it sounds like. You have egg rolls and you're stuffing the inside of it with actual Rotel dip that you would eat with chips and everything else. But you put it in there and fry it, y'all. It is so good. I'm gonna have the Man Cave try it today. Okay?
Yes, and they're vegan, so
Right?
Yes. They are vegan.
so
So.
we're gonna see how it goes. And me, I've got tasked with making the main dish, which is gonna be some vegetable stir fry.
Come on.
You know, some bell peppers, the yellow one, red one, and the green one. Get some onions, saute it up in the pan with some day old rice, throw it up in there. Let that thing go with some little soy sauce and whatever seasons you want, and boom, that's just it.
And so last but not least, I'm your dessert guy. I'm probably the least qualified in the kitchen. So it makes sense that I'm the dessert guy, right? But so what I'm going to be doing is some vegan cupcakes with a vegan chocolate frosting. It's got a whole bunch of stuff in it that I really don't know what it is. Like flaxseed. What is a flaxseed? Does that grow out of the ground? I have questions that need answers.
Google it.
But yeah.
Google it.
We got vegan chocolate chips. Don't know how you make chocolate without milk. But alright, we're going to go for it. We're going to see what it's hitting on. If it's nasty, fold it over. Place it in the trash.
All right,
And
that's
we
what
never
we
It's
have.
the fold.
That's the rule. That's the rule we have. We don't speak about it.
Right.
And most importantly, while we do this, we're also going to still do what we do on Man Cave, which is talk about life, put y'all on game, give y'all our personal experiences, our testimonies, and just, what we do, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm going to let you tell them what we're actually talking about today.
So today is a lot more relaxed. We're talking about our college experiences for the most part. We went to Southern and she went to Grambling.
Big grand mistake.
No.
Grand Mistake University.
Grambling.
Don't do that,
Yeah.
y'all.
And we're all music group. We're Phi Mu Alpha and she's Sigma Alpha Iota. She's our
Mm-hmm.
sister. So we're gonna talk a lot about college experiences and everything, and what's it like being a Christian inside of a Greek fraternity and sorority. So We're gonna get into it, but also y'all we prepped this beforehand so we take it too long. So if we just cut and you see us eating, makes sense, right? Yeah.
Get to the point.
Right. All right, y'all. So
Let's
get to our stations.
Yeah.
Oh wait, first of all, let's do
Bro,
this.
yeah,
Hey,
show this. Hold it up a little bit so they can see that.
Exactly. Come on now.
It's so cute, y'all. I found it and I was like, I got to have it. When I say this is my personality, almost to the T, I feel like I'm gonna go pick peas.
Yeah.
And cook and everything else.
Okay.
It's like I Love Lucy meets Olivia Walton. If y'all don't get the references, go check it
y'all
out.
can get the reference.
Yeah, y'all too young.
I Love Lucy was whack.
What? I Love Lucy was not whack.
Are we thinking about the same
Slapstick
show?
comedy? Lucille Ball? Desi
Oh no.
Arnaz?
I was thinking the Little House on the Prairie. My
Oh
bad.
no, Little House on the Prairie is garbage.
Yeah, I was thinking
I
about
like
the wrong
Little
show.
House on the Prairie.
I Love
Now
Lucy
that
was
I
good.
like.
I'm sorry.
That show was
I'm
whack.
sorry.
I like
That show was
it.
terrible. They
I
should have all died at the
I'm
end.
so sorry.
Oh, no.
I missed the
Oh no.
All right, so y'all, let's get into it. So what's the first thing we're talking about here?
So we're talking about college life, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like college is one of those things where you have to talk about finding yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because that's that age. You can scoot over to your left a little bit?
Absolutely.
Appreciate you. I feel like that's the age where, you know, you're trying to figure out what you're doing in life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out who you are. Everybody like to say finding yourself.
Yeah.
Some people be finding foolishness. But, you know, you got to go through that phase, too. So what was y'all's experience like, you know, as an 18-year-old, 17-year-old freshman trying to figure out who you were and where you fit in the world?
Woo. H, you want to go first?
Yeah. let Grambling State go
Oh
first.
no.
Yes, man. Give the guests, ladies first.
So I'll say my freshman year of college, I actually went to Alcorn State
Ooh.
University.
Two bad
So
decisions.
stop.
Sorry.
Don't do that.
So sorry.
Now I feel like this ain't a safe space.
No, it's safe.
I
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You're best behavior.
Right.
Okay.
So I went to Alcorn State University, and it was the best experience for me. Later on down the line, I just realized like God was really just taking His time with me, and my little time at Alcorn was the time that God just wanted to basically get me to understand and see who I was as a girl. I wasn't a woman yet, but just as a girl. It was not hard fitting in. It wasn't hard finding friends. It wasn't hard to find stuff to get into.
No, that's right.
Also, a little fun fact about myself, I'm a first gen. So nobody in my family, mom or dad, has ever been to college. So that was like something new to me. So I didn't have anybody tell me about the experiences and stuff beforehand. So I really forgot the question just now. But that was my experience when I first got to Alcorn.
Okay.
Did I answer it?
I would say you did.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. Yeah, you got it. You got it. I got you.
Yeah, but okay, I would say my experience. I mean, well, you know, Jerry, we was shackled to the band.
Facts.
You know, stuck in the band room, pretty much the entire fall semester, but the spring semester. You know, I've always had a love for, you know, like many different things for like dance and like, you know, just singing. You know, I can't sing, so I was like, let me join the choir instead. So like I joined the choir. You know, I did Elevating, which is a hip hop dance team on campus. You know, and I was still doing band. I was just hanging out and everything. And I honestly, like, that spring semester of my freshman year was still by far the most fire semester I've ever had in college. Most fire semester, because it felt like TV. You know, but that entire time, like, I didn't know that I was finding myself. I was just out here doing some stuff. Just out here. Just, you know, whatever. Just going with the wind. Depressed here, not depressed there. Making stupid mistakes here, not making stupid mistakes there. You know, just really I don't know, just going with the flow. So freshman year, I didn't really, like, find myself anyways. Like, just when I started, well, spring semester, when I had a little bit of freedom. Is when I started to really like, okay, like maybe I can, you know, like explore a little more. And that was where I messed up at. You know, further down the line. So like, so is the question reserved only for freshman year?
Nah.
Okay.
It's, we talking about college life in general. So
Okay. Well, yeah.
you
Well,
can go the whole nine.
and
We like to hear, people's personal business.
you're right. Well, college life, finding myself, I made a lot of stupid mistakes between sophomore, spring freshman year, yeah, and like, dang, it was like all the way to like senior year.
Sorry.
You gave me a warning.
Sorry.
Came out here looking crazy on camera, screaming and stuff. Ooh, I'm okay, y'all. She tried to kill me, but I'm all right.
The devil thought he had it.
Oh, but he was wrong. But yeah, like I made a lot of stupid mistakes, and that was mainly because like nobody told me, what it meant to find yourself in college.
Mm-hmm.
My thought was you wild out.
Mm-hmm.
You wild out. You do anything because like at the end of the day, like you're responsible, like you're old enough to do it and take responsibility for it. But at the same time, you can't be held liable because you're still a college student and because you're meant to explore. Mm-hmm. That's where I was. So like
that little piece of freedom.
exactly. So I really didn't really find myself until like my last semester of college, and even then, it's still like. I'm a grown man now. Got big bills, been in the real world now. And I'm still redefining myself. So I've probably been talking too long. Go ahead, Jerry.
No. I'm listening. We listening.
Right, that's important. People
Yeah.
need to hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, that's not what college is though. Like people just be like college is for wild now. It's not. It's for finding yourself. It's for exploring things, but not going stupid.
Right.
So it's like finding the balance. That's the hard part.
Man, college was like, it was interesting.
Incoming.
I'll say that.
You know what? I'll wait.
Go ahead.
I'll wait.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna prep them, then drop them.
Okay.
Then.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
better
that's smart.
for me. Go ahead, Jerry.
But college was interesting for me because you know how you think you know who you are. You're confident, especially as somebody who grew up in church.
Mm-hmm.
I was confident that nothing could shake my faith.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Real
But
good one.
I did not realize that I would be tested and pulled in so many ways and make so many bad decisions. And like, I feel like if you're somebody who grew up in church, what you believe is really put to the test.
Sure
I
it
was
is.
not expecting to be put in the situations or to get myself in the situations that I got myself in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like for me, I just made one dumb decision after another. just left and right. Every time you look up, I was doing something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
And it was like because my friends was doing stupid stuff too.
It's okay.
We all was just lost.
yep.
Just lost.
Blind leading the blind.
Right. And so finding myself for me, I feel like I found everything I didn't want to be before I found who I wanted to be.
That's a good one. Yes, sir.
Because it was like I found myself in
Take my
situations
shoe off.
where it's like,
You always trying to take those shoes off.
No,
right, keep
no.
your
I think
shoes
you
on.
want to be barefoot, Fantasia.
That's what y'all do in grammar. Man.
Don't do that. No,
That's
don't
what
do
we
that.
do
Now.
in Shreveport, the country.
Don't you do
Okay, I'm
it.
sorry. I'll stop.
I'm
One day.
trying to be nice to y'all over here. See how they treat company.
This is not it, y'all.
See how they treat company.
I don't know if you count as company at this point.
Okay.
At this point,
Okay.
But yeah, it was difficult because, like I said, I was always doing something stupid, and so everything that I really believed about myself was really put to the test. And in a lot of situations, I saw myself, and what I saw was ugly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the things that came out of me was ugly. Like
yeah.
it was rough,
Mm-hmm.
and it was bad because you make bad decisions. You hurt people along the way. You hurt yourself along the way. And it's like, honestly, college made me grow up. I feel like the most sense I had in college was my very last year.
Same.
And I did, 4.5 years? 5? Something like that.
4.5.
Yeah. All I know is I didn't really have any sense. And then it was crazy. I knew that I had grown up because by the time I had gotten to that point where I started realizing what stuff was, I was ready to get out of school.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm so sick of this. Like, and then the funny thing about it is like people can't, because everybody think college is for wilding out. The people around you think you're weird for trying to do something different.
Yeah.
Well, once you finally get to that point, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when you're doing stupid stuff, everybody with you.
They
So yeah, I don't know. I'm still finding myself, for lack of better words, but like I said, it really just, it was a lot of things that really, really jacked me up in college too. Like I never thought that I would have a gay friend, you know, who wasn't like abused as a child,
Yes.
who wasn't, you know what I'm saying, like nothing crazy happened to them. That's just who they believed they were. You know,
Yeah.
and of course, I don't agree with that, but it's difficult to tell somebody that you love that they're wrong and that their lifestyle is wrong.
Yeah.
So that was another situation that really pulled at me too, because it was like, it's certain things that you do and say that I can't agree with. I'm not saying I don't love you. I love you to death.
Right.
Yeah.
You're still my friend. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't change. And they still haven't changed to this day. You know what I'm saying? That's the lifestyle that they live. It pushed me to my limits with love too.
Yes.
Because I feel like it was a lot of situations where I had to just love people through stuff.
Yeah.
And people had to love me through stuff. Because like I said, we always doing dumb stuff. I'm talking too long, so I'm going to stop after this.
No, you
But we always doing dumb stuff. And so I feel like it really taught me how to love people. Because in college, everybody, they friends be fake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you find like a solid group of people to where it's like, nah, I really go to bat for these people.
For sure.
You're going to learn how to go through the fire with them.
For sure.
Yeah.
And y'all go through the fire with each other. Like, it gets real.
And I like what you said that, because like really, like the majority, like the friends that I made in college, like y'all went through the fire with me. Like y'all, it was a multiple, like plenty of y'all, and it was ones who I didn't even expect to go through the fire with me that went through the fire with me.
Ain't that how it be?
Like I was just like, wow, like I really, really appreciate y'all. Like I could call all those names out. There's not too many of them, but I really, really appreciate them.
Right.
And it really shows you, like, you know, who's solid. And just aside from who's solid, it really shows you what genuine friendship looks like. Outside of yourself, outside of what you thought it was.
Right. Yeah. You know what hurt me in college?
What?
Learning that some people are just seasonal friends.
Oh, that hurt me so bad, Jared.
And it don't be no bad blood, it don't be no beef, but some people are only meant to be in your life for seasons. And that just hurt me to my core, because it be people that you click with.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do life with this person. And it's like, nah, y'all really only gonna be close to a degree in college.
Yeah.
And after that, y'all's lives will move in different directions, and you have to accept it.
Yeah.
That hurt me a lot. To this day. To this day.
And another thing that I like want to piggyback off what Jerry said too, how important it is you are who you hang around for the most part. Even if you don't like indulge in the same thing your friends indulge in or whatever the case may be, you still are who you're around and how you show up. I done had my most lowest times in college. But it was, like you said, Keith, it was my friends that actually got me through stuff like that.
Yep.
And so if you only got friends that want to smoke all day, party all day, don't want to do no homework, barely want to go to class, STD every other week.
Help.
You know what I'm like? If that's the only thing that you can surround yourself with, I don't. College won't be either good for you or it won't be long for you.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Good. That's good.
Good. Speak well.
If when you go through the fire like that, especially in a situation, if you ain't been in and speaking from a first gen perspective, when you ain't got nobody to tell you how to maneuver around and do stuff, and you don't have people to look up to or trailblaze after, or say, hey, my mama did this, or hey, my dad did this, or even my big brother or whatever did this, like. You don't have those options. Your friends are so important. Who you hang around, who your community is, while you're actually in college and having that time. So I think that's another important thing to really just think about when you picking your friends. Sometimes, you know, it be like a roommate, you know, me and my roommate, we hanging out, that's the first person I know, whatever the case may be. But it might not even be your roommate, the one that saved you from doing some crazy stuff. It might be the girl you think weird with the boom box out loud walking around the campus. Oh yeah.
I low key feel away. But I still feel away because I used to walk around with my speakers sometimes and play my music out
Like,
loud.
I used to be like, are they crazy?
I thought that was normal. People did it on Southern's campus.
All the time.
That was normal.
That was crazy to me. Cause like,
Know
what?
how normal it is?
That you actually doing it. Have some decorum.
Oh, so I need to have some decorum.
I ain't saying
You
nothing.
saying
I'm making right. I'm making
You
right.
saying Southern don't have decorum?
Right.
I was just saying Jared didn't have any decorum.
Ooh.
Y'all got paved roads yet? Jared,
First of all, Grandma getting our road fixed, ain't we, y'all?
I'm just asking.
We getting our road fixed. You just wait on it. Are y'all done building everything y'all need to build?
Not quite.
Okay.
You could drive on our streets though.
Yeah, to nothing.
Okay.
But that's neither here nor there.
Man,
Anyway.
Grandma's so small. If you blink, you'd have missed the whole campus. You like, dang, I gotta turn around and go back.
Whatever. But your friends in your community, that's definitely important. So these the people that's gonna help you get through your lowest, hardest, toughest times.
Yeah. And also, another thing that would definitely help is the other three people. No, we didn't even do that. What did you read do?
Probably 350. It's cool. I'm gonna start working on the icing so I can get it chilled.
For sure. All right. So another thing that's important though, I would say is definitely like finding your group. Like a lot of people go to college and never find their group, or they don't know how to find their group. I was just so lucky to be in the band, so I found my group. But at the same time though, I still found groups outside of the band though. Cause like we found Southern Soul, which is a poetry club that on campus. I also found the Celebration Gospel Choir, and that thing was some good to me, y'all. And it was nice to be in a community of believers who wasn't afraid to praise the Lord. You know what I mean? That was good to me because I wasn't used to nothing like that. And also, I was in buku stuff, y'all. Say I ain't never had no time to do nothing, being in the band. But like it's all about your willingness to step outside of yourself. And I was so willing. I was a little too willing, but it's neither here nor there
I like
anymore.
that. I like that. And I don't want people to feel like college is all sunflowers and rainbows.
Because it ain't.
It sure ain't.
Oh my God.
People like to hype college up to be just this place you go strictly to have some parties, strictly to go to the on-campus stuff, play some organizations, and get a little degree and all this other stuff. Them be the most. Them right there define who you gonna be for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you got up from me.
That's like the pivotal point.
Appreciate you.
I got a question for you.
Who?
Well, for both of y'all.
Wait,
Well,
who?
So what was the most lit thing about being on campus for y'all? Like, what was the most lit thing? Like, the most lit event? Or the most lit event or the most lit activities on campus for y'all? You for Grambling, us for Southern, because I'm pretty sure we have two different ideas of, what we found to be the littest thing on campus.
I can't even really give one. I can't give like one specifically, but I would, of course, the actual parties on the yard. And this was kind of when I first got there too. The fashion shows, like the modeling troops and stuff on campus when they would throw like little events and stuff like that.
Okay.
Love that.
Appreciate it. Okay.
That's it?
Pretty much. Stuff that didn't require clean. Clean. If I think of something else, I'll say it. But I think I see clean.
Shoot.
Oh, that's a little burnt.
I think we'll eat it. It's alright.
Okay.
It's a little gourmet char.
Right.
Never mind that.
I think for me the most lit stuff it's hard to say because it's like it was Southern.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? This is
all
the
right.
university where
All right.
homecoming is like
Oh,
top tier.
homecoming. Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
Springfest is top tier.
Top tier.
Like,
You know,
and I hate that I started.
and we had to go to Springfest because we were able to partake in homecoming activities.
Right. But the funny thing, I missed some of the freshman year Springfest activities because I was in a relationship, and that was, you know how that was.
Yeah.
So I kind of got on that late, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I don't know if I can just pinpoint it to.
See, it's a little bit of
Because homecoming
everything.
was live.
Everything was live.
I don't think I can just pin it to one thing. But I ain't gonna lie, even really small stuff like when we would meet with Southern Soul and write poetry,
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. When we would perform on campus at the different little talent shows and stuff,
Yeah.
that
That's
joint used
cool.
to be live.
Wait, as Alpha?
Both. As Phi Mu Alpha and when we were doing like actually spitting our own poetry.
Ooh-wee.
Like that jump was really just fire.
They had my nerves bad to this day. To this day, they have my
So
nerves
yeah,
bad.
I don't think that I can pick, but I'm not gonna lie. Football games were nice too.
Yeah.
They really didn't get boring until my last year, and I think that's because I was just ready to graduate. But
So-
football games were definitely after you start getting crap. They were really fun too. Like it's no feeling like getting on that field, tearing it up, and then coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I don't think that I can pick what was just my single best experience. It was so much good stuff. You know? I almost wish I had like a highlight video so I could see it all.
And
Just
then
so I
I
could
could
tell
tell
my
you.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's good stuff. I forgot about homecoming. Of course, homecoming is good.
Like, right? Alright, I'm done.
Yeah, he done.
All right
Yeah,
now.
he done. He done.
Okay.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm
Alright.
making buku noise in the camera. Let me stop over there.
I am done.
I am almost done myself.
Okay, see, that's not fair because y'all stuff.
No. Well, we could eat ours while yours is baked. You know, because
Facts.
yours is dessert.
Facts.
Because ours is the one we got to eat. You know?
That is very true. So what about you? You asked the question.
Yeah,
You didn't
but-
answer?
I ain't gonna lie. The most lit events was, okay, first of all, for freshman year, you know, all the performances that we danced at, you know, for elevating, buku fun. First of all, them group of people was so fun.
Y'all was a live little group.
It was so
That was cool.
Thank God for LaDante bringing us all together. I'm telling you, cause like them was some of the most talented, creative people I've ever met, bro.
Okay,
Like
you ready?
it was real fun. Oh wait,
You
hold on.
prepared? No, I'm just saying you prepared and braced.
Hold on now. Now why
Okay.
this thing look like it done went mushy? Okay. Anyways,
It'll be
it's
alright.
supposed to be day old, but you know. Ooh. Okay. Sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
not that bad.
Sorry, I got a little PTSD. But yeah. Whew, okay. I'm kind of scared to talk at the moment. I'm afraid that the oil gonna find me. Okay, so I'm done. I'm gonna let that sit. Do what it do. Whatever. All right. My stir fry's done, y'all. So yeah, I would also have to say the pageants that they had.
Oh, facts.
Pageants were lit.
Yeah, this was nice.
Pageants was always lit, y'all. Always. Of course, being in the band, you know, doing the field shows was lit. I used to like the away field shows at the game.
Yeah, away games was way better than
Away games, no, not just anyway. I like the away games at the schools that had never seen us before.
Oh yeah.
The level of excitement that people had,
Right.
top tier. Okay,
Right.
top tier. Like my most favorite one to this day is freshman year.
San Antonio.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Wait, no, not San Antonio.
No, not San Antonio.
No, friend, it was freshman year. It was a school in Mississippi. It was University. Was it Ole Miss or some type of Mississippi school?
It wasn't Ole Miss.
It was a Mississippi school. I know because they had the Fleur de Lis, uniform on.
See, I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna show you a clip.
Was
Because
it?
we were still playing the other side.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we-
Southern Mississippi.
Southern Mississippi. That's what it was.
Mississippi.
Yeah. Now I said them people was like even when I was standing there playing the dog too on the side, you could see them faces going, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I was just like, okay, they never seen this before. This is lit. You know, just a new crowd to perform for. And I'm gonna get one more because I feel like I'm too long-winded. One more for me. It would, of course, homecoming is a given. Of course, yeah. Springfish, you already said that. That's a given, you know. Crap. I don't know. I think I would have to also say Bayou Classic.
Oh yeah.
Outside, I mean, of course in the band, sure, but outside the band as well.
Mm-hmm.
Going outside of the band is a real experience.
Fun fact, guys, I've never been to Bayou Classic.
And she's going this year though.
Yeah.
She's going this
We
year.
will make sure of it.
But yeah, so like all those, I've had plenty highlights.
Facts.
Plenty
We've had a
highlights.
Pretty exciting college
Mhm.
experience.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yeah, when you think back on it, but while you in it, it be like
I'm here.
it wasn't even all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then after, you be like, that was
exciting.
good.
Damn.
I had a good time.
Yeah. All right, I got another question.
Okay.
What would y'all say was some of the biggest regrets you have in college?
That's easy. I'm not gonna lie.
What's yours?
It's probably gonna be the same one I'm gonna say.
Being in a relationship.
Ooh.
Cause like coming from a high school relationship, you know, and you think it's gonna last forever, so you're like, you know, you're super serious, and like that's why I said like my freshman year, I feel like I missed out on a good bit of stuff and kind of caught on late, because I was so focused on like my relationship, and I honestly feel like dating in college is bogus.
Very.
Cause
I
you
ain't
don't
gonna say
really.
that.
He shot at that kid shit. You're a sweet boy.
I'm not saying that. Now, I'm not saying for everybody, but I think in most cases, you really don't know enough about yourself and where you're going in life to partner up with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So to me, excuse me. So to me, yeah, dating is bogus. I would say that was a regret, and also not being more of myself was a regret. Because I feel like you had to really know me to get the real me. And I feel like one of the things that I really wanted to do on the yard more was perform poetry. Because I really, really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
You know? And
Enjoy it as in past tense?
No, I still enjoy it, but I mean, I don't really do it anymore. I'm going to get back to it. But, yeah. So I would definitely say that.
I'm right there. Like, it's trying your hardest to be with somebody. Like, maybe not like actually be in a relationship, because I didn't come to college in a relationship, but I definitely was dealing with somebody that I was dealing with for, you know, in high school and stuff like that. But trying to just prove to people you that girl for the most part. And like most of my lowest times was because of stuff like that. Had me missing class and everything. But y'all gonna have to read the book for that.
Ooh, come on, book. Come on, book.
But I think that's probably like I missed out on a lot. I felt like I missed out on a whole lot. But I was also getting lessons within it too, though, because it was showing me a little bit more about myself every single time. It was showing me a little bit more about what I can and can't handle and what I should and shouldn't do and how much I need to trust God more and stuff like that. So
I feel that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, because I know I didn't live the measurements right.
Is it?
Did the 6
Yeah.
ounces,
Yeah.
12 tips.
No. You gotta keep adding with the sugar until it gets what you want. Yeah.
Oh shoot, I'm finna eyeball with that.
Yeah, you gotta eyeball that. Okay. I would say my biggest regret.
I know that side.
My biggest regret is letting anxiety stop me from doing everything I wanted to do. Cause I had anxiety bad,
That's the
like
one.
stupid bad. Like even with the performance that we had, my nerves are so, you know, for the spoken word.
Oh,
you know, because I dream of doing stuff like that, you know, on a regular.
Right.
But my nerves are so bad after that, I was like, I'm never doing this again. Oh my God, my nerves are so bad.
And it was crazy because you did so good.
And to me, I just did horribly.
Yeah, we could get. Have you seen the video?
I still never seen the video.
That was
I can't
like
watch
5 years ago.
it. I can't.
Y'all need to let me see
I
it.
can't watch it.
I don't have it. I think Christina might have
I
it.
can't watch it. Like my nerves I don't know. It just won't let me. But yeah, like even now, my nerves are so bad to the point I'm just like, maybe I can, maybe I won't. You know, like and it stopped me from, you know, from doing a lot. You know, mostly from being myself.
Yeah.
You know, because you know myself is a lot more forthcoming. You know, a lot more. You know.
It's the side note, like, what you doing? What you got going on?
Yeah, you know, it really stopped me from being myself, you know, in fear of ridicule.
Right.
You know, so yeah. So I regret that the most, and also I also regret getting in an entanglement as well. Absolutely regret it. One of my biggest
I
regrets.
had some of them too.
It's the sum of them.
But see, I
Plural.
don't regret that because I needed to learn that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But see, I feel like in a lot of that, I will say the good thing of that came from my foolishness and being in that relationship. For a long time, I didn't know if I could be like a solid rock for somebody to depend on. I could do it. It taught me I could do it. Because I went through some things that no college boyfriend should have to hit you.
It's a did you.
Just ought not have been. But my ice in there don't look like ice. It's getting a little better though.
It's getting a little thicker.
I think that's I like what you said about that too, because not the foolishness, but just about being nervous and stuff like that, because
Excuse me, Stacia.
and again,
Oh crap.
oh no,
Well, that's alright. It's
look
come
at
up.
here.
Oh look, there's some mint right here. Look.
We gonna sit
These
there.
about to burn.
Sit in this thing. I'm just sit up here.
Just don't bump into it. It's definitely hot.
Make sure you run a little cold water. Prices averted. No longer hot.
Ooh, that's probably dumb now, everybody.
Ooh, I'm so sorry, people. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. I forgot the mic was there. Anyways, continue, ma'am.
About being nervous and
Yeah.
stuff like that, I feel like it was a lot of opportunities I could have had for myself.
Same.
But the fact that I felt like, this is just me personally. Can I get a little personal?
Go ahead, get a little personal.
I felt like I wasn't worthy enough of even being like in college and having to be the first one to experience this as a whole. And my mama could, and my daddy could, and everything else. So when I went to college, it was just like, I'm super grateful to be here. So happy for the experience, but I don't know if I could be that girl. I don't know if I could be, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I can go network with the president. I don't know if I could go talk to people and do stuff like that, because I don't think I'm just like, I'm too nervous to go to network basically and just do stuff like that. And now that I'm in my last semester, I realized I could have did all that.
Yeah.
And probably would have been real good at it, actually.
Real good.
But
Talk real good.
but it was myself.
Yeah.
It was myself.
I completely understand.
Now, like Jerry said, I'm ready to go now. It is what it is now. But me realizing and just kind of going back, and I don't really spend too much time on campus now anyway.
Dope.
So like it just is what it is. But I like that you brought that up, because I don't think people really understand that type of stuff happens. Because when you go from, let me talk to somebody. Hold on, I'm not turning my back too much. When you go from being at a school where you like excelling in everything, you captains of this team, and you doing this, and the whole school know your name, and you know what I'm saying, everybody can clearly see you destined for greatness and everything else, and then you go put yourself
in the big pond.
and it's like,
Feel that.
wait a minute, am I really,
We was talking
you know,
about that too.
Yeah.
am I really that like worthy of stuff like that? So just keep that kind of stuff in mind too. That this type of stuff can be a big transition, but anything that you want to do, just do it. Because you're going to have to look back one day, 25, 24, 25 years old, wishing that you just would have talked to them people, or you just would have joined that organization, or You know, stuff like that. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind.
I feel that there was definitely some people. They had a group of smart kids that I wanted to really connect with in the college.
Did you say smart kid?
It is
Okay.
smart kid. I was like, don't get me wrong, I was a good student. You know, I had above a 3.0, you know,
Okay.
but I wasn't like a straight A guy. I was like an A's and B's guy.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Take your
saying?
degrees.
I was only gonna put so much effort into stuff.
Thank you.
That spirit of excellence kind of left after high school.
Not the spirit of excellence.
But they had a group of smart kids, and I'm talking about they would be on everything. And it was like I wanted to talk to them and get to know them and network. It's like they were the kids with the internships,
Right.
and the
Right.
opportunity, and they're all working like good jobs now. Like, you know, they're doing things. And I always wanted to talk to them, but I was like, I just didn't feel kind of like what you were saying. Like sometimes you just don't feel worthy of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you'll talk yourself out of like a great opportunity. So I do regret that.
Yeah. Ooh.
So let me ask y'all, what is it like?
That look good.
Thank you.
Look so much better.
You know, look smart. What was it
I
like?
would in my little accent. I ain't gonna do it today, but I got time.
What was it like being a for real Christian in college? Because a lot of people play Christians. Everybody be like, oh, I love Jesus, but you live like the devil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, you know, your sanctification is not a process. I be throwing disclaimers out there. You know, people take clips of stuff
And
and
then
like, oh, cancel this man.
I cancel this.
Yes.
I
But,
get
you know, yeah, like, what was that like really trying to follow God? And were you always, and you know, it's for everybody, were y'all like that from day one? Or you really like, freshman year, like, oh, I'm going to follow Jesus when I get here? Or did you just show up? Like, walk us through that a little bit.
Okay, so again, my freshman year was at Alcorn. When I got to Alcorn, I was just glad to be away from the house. I wanted to experience it all because I've only seen this in movies. Let's get it, you know. But in those times, like I said, God was kind of just cultivating me into just knowing who I was and everything else. Me and my friend, shout out to my friend if you're watching this. He is gonna watch this. One of my good, like,
What's up, friend?
my best friend, he got this thing where he said, Deja, you went to Alcorn, you had fun, you turned up, then you get the Grammy and get all wholesome. And we laugh about it to this day because when I went to Alcorn, I just wanted to experience that. But now looking back at it, that was God kind of like, because fun facts, I didn't get accepted into Gremlin when I first applied right out of high school.
No, my grandma got nervous bush.
And it's not that I didn't have the you know, grades and the GPA and all that other stuff. I graduated with honors and everything. God wouldn't let me go there. It wasn't meant for me to be there.
That makes sense.
So he sent me off 3 hours away from home, 4 hours away from home in Mississippi. Holding
I was trying to get some of those. For y'all that think that I'm really not doing nothing, I'm just stirring. Nah, I really was just getting the little clumps of sugar out. You know what I'm saying?
not the little clumps.
I'm going to whip it a few more minutes and I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator to get a little firm. Go ahead.
Come on,
That's
icing.
what I was saying.
Homemade ice.
The Lord sent you the Alcorn.
You know, he wouldn't let you go to grandma.
Yeah. Alright.
Got there. And like I said, now looking back on it, it was like I grew up. And I really got like, after I got done partying and all that other stuff, I grew up and I started looking at life totally different. So when I got to Grambling in 2019, this is the year before COVID and everything else, I was fasting, I was praying good, I was all that, but that was also one of my lowest times too though.
Ain't that how it be?
Yeah.
When you try to do right, you start going through that.
No, I started, but let me confess, I went through hell first, then I started. And like, but I knew that's what I had to do because my foundation was already set. When you get ready to go to college, or if you already in college, foundation is what keeps you up. What's your foundational relationship is, you can always go back to that. That ain't something that you can just lose if you get drunk enough, or if somebody, you know what I'm saying? So that's the type of stuff that you gotta work on if you in high school or something like that. that's what you have to work on while you're in high school and everything else before you actually go to college, because that's what's actually gonna save you in the times that you need to be saved. So, my relationship, to answer the question, so I won't get lengthy. My relationship at first, God was just guiding me and keeping me, but I thought I was doing something, and God like, you ain't doing nothing. And then when I first got to Grambling, I like to say that's my freshman year again, like 2.0, because it was like a fresh start at a whole new school and everything else. I was really in my word. I was fasting. I was praying and everything else in those trying times. So
that's good. That's real good.
That's real good.
And I love how you put it into the perspective that God blocked you from that because you wasn't ready.
oh, for sure.
Because he was.
Because what the hell I went through when I first got there, y'all, I promise y'all, I wouldn't have went back. It was plenty of times I packed up my stuff and said, I'm gonna go home. I'm not doing this college stuff. I'm not doing it. But because at Alcorn, I was solid. I got solidified.
I like that word.
So when coming back to going to Grambling, it was just like, no, you're not. You're going to stay right here.
See, and that's crazy because like God will really sit up here and block you from a lot of things, and that's really Him protecting you, and you thinking like, Lord, what you doing? Like, what's going on?
Right.
Why? And I'm guilty of this, of course, but you know, like that's really how it be.
Straight.
That's icing. That's icing. That's good. But yeah, you know, and I also like to add like, because like I know for a fact, being a Christian in college is also like not necessarily knowing your limits. It's trying to find those limits, you know, and like because my thing is as a Christian, I went into college as a Christian. Yeah, I wasn't one of the ones that had that super deep relationship with the Lord or anything like that. So I wasn't like going into college, praise the Lord, make sure I spend time with the Lord, take time out, whatever.
Yeah.
No, I was just there, okay? Yeah. I was just doing some stuff, and I was just like, Lord, is this a good thing for me to do? Can't say that I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Or, sometimes you're like, Lord, should I do it? No, I'm going to find out for myself. So, that's kind of a lot like what it was. I wasn't really trusting Him, wasn't really leaning on Him or whatever. And to be honest, a lot of times I wasn't consulting Him at all. Like, I'm about to go do what I want to do, because because I was living off that college is an experience. Like, you need to experience things. You need to go out there and explore, experiment, all those things or whatever. So, by the time I did, go through my lowest point, and the Lord had to snatch me up, in my lowest point and hold me and grab me, and my friends held me up, and the Lord, He did His thing and stuff of that sort. After I went through that, my lowest point or whatever, it's like my relationship with the Lord was a lot more serious. And that wasn't until like spring 2019. Spring 2019. So after that, fall 19 on forward, I started to consult with the Lord a lot more, because there was some decisions some things I wanted to do and stuff of that sort. And I prayed to the Lord, and He literally showed me dreams, of like, somebody coming and talking to me, or me being in a particular situation and them saying no, or them saying, okay, that's cool. Or, it's crazy how like He was showing me things that I should do when I actually started consulting with Him and waiting on His answer. So being a Christian in college is like being able to evolve. Yeah. Being able to evolve, being able to give yourself grace, being able to, understand, you're finding yourself, but like you still need to consult with God first. But you still need to also keep in mind, like, you still need to be putting Him first. You still need to be setting out time with Him. Yes,
for sure. It's
all right to have a life. Okay, the Lord wants you to have a life, but like, use wisdom. And that's what it was like for me, trying to learn to use wisdom, and I'm still learning that to this day.
Never stop learning.
No.
Yeah, I think for me, I think I might be allergic to something here. I don't know what. My eyes burning, or so it's like irritating. Anyway, I think for me, the Lord showed me that I needed to get back serious.
I hope you can.
Because I feel like He really showed me, like, when I first got to college, I was doing whatever. I was too busy for the Lord, for lack of better words. And so what I had to, it wasn't until like, in 2019 was a wild year for me. That was a wild year.
Jesus.
2019
was a wild year for both of us.
Yeah, that was a wild year. But I
Wow, year
will
for
say,
me too. What's in the
Wow.
What's in the year?
19 must have been something different. But it was crazy because
Oh, Jesus.
at the end, going
Help
into
Jesus.
spring 20, I knew that I was going to be the drum major for the band, right? For those of you that don't know what it is, go look it up. I knew that I was going to be doing that. I was super excited. You know, I have been waiting years to finally get my shot. And I'm like, man, it's finally happening. This is a dream come true. Then the pandemic happens and the world shuts down. My crazy living shuts down. And I'm just stuck at home. And I was miserable for the first 2 weeks. I was distraught. I think by that time they had canceled football season.
Yep.
And they was like, yeah. And I was supposed to graduate also. I was supposed to graduate that following spring. So I'm like, dang, I'm supposed to be drum major. I'm never going to do a back band. Never going to do a field show. Never going to do a parade. Never going to get to do anything. I just have the title. You know what I'm saying? Might get to take the picture. At the time, everything was shut down to the point where I wholeheartedly knew that I was drum major. Couldn't even get my hands on the uniform. Dang. That's how locked up campus was. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, this is so trash. And so I prayed about it, and I was like, well, Lord, because I had prayed about it to get the position too. So I was like, you know, I feel like this is something I want to do. Lord, if it's for me, give me the green light, you know, make a way. And so I was mad. I was mad at the Lord. I was like, you know, why would you do that to me? Like, why would you tease me? You gonna wave a $20 bill in front of my face and not give it to me?
You know I'm hungry.
Yeah, you know I'm hungry. And so what I realized, I ended up changing my perspective, and I was like, you know, maybe the pandemic was something that I really needed. And so, because I ain't gonna lie, I started putting on weight and everything. But this was before we had started training. I had started getting a little pudgy, was out of shape, wasn't doing crap, you know what I'm saying, had completely quit training for drum major. And so we started back training, but most importantly, I got back in my word.
Yeah.
I was able to fast a little bit. And instead of looking at it as he shut the whole world down and be cruel to me, I feel like he silenced every distraction in my life to get my attention. Because I was living real reckless. Real reckless. And he was like, I need you here.
Come on, sit down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had no choice. And it got to the point where we was reading our Bibles every day. We was getting up at like, what, 5:45, 6 a.m. in the morning?
Yes.
Going like, do intense workout every morning, like all that. And it got to the point where I was like, well, Lord, if I don't ever get to do a back bend, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And it hurt though.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I want to. But I was like, you know, I'm cool with it. And so he started opening up other avenues for me to discover new skills that I don't think Man Cave would exist had Drum Major Talk not existed first. Because I didn't even know that I enjoyed doing this kind of stuff until that opportunity came, which was so random. You know what I'm saying?
It was very random.
And it was like, I was like, that's nobody but God. Because he used a pandemic and something completely unrelated to band and to music and to being a drum major to bring out another talent that I didn't know I had. And something that ultimately would glorify him, because that's what Man Cave was doing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like a segue to something bigger. And then the craziest thing was, we did have one game in the spring. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna wrap it up.
Talking good though.
We did have one game in the spring. We did not do a field show.
So mad.
But we did get to March in, and I was like, well, you know what? If this is gonna be my last time, I'm coming in styling and profiling. Knees to chest.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Just going dumb. And so that's what I did. I remember praying before and after the game, and I was just thanking the Lord for the opportunity to hold the mace. Because it's only like 30 of us who have done that in Southern's entire history. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a very prestigious and short list of people who get that opportunity. And I was like, God, thank you for giving me the opportunity. They're not going to know my name. They ain't going to know my face. But I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody going to believe me because they're like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
But I did get the opportunity. And then I was content. But the funny thing about it was I ended up switching my concentration, and it added more classes to my curriculum, meaning I could stay in school longer. But I was like, I don't know, because they might want to move on and get another drum major. And then our head director called me. He was like, you going to be here next year? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to be here. Well, initially I had enough extra classes to do one extra semester.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have enough classes. And so the funny thing, when I ended up talking to my advisor, I actually did have more classes than what I initially had for that concentration. So I was able to stretch it to 2 semesters. And I got to do a full season as drum major, got to live the hype, got to perform, but most importantly, he made sure my heart was right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, I didn't have a good heart posture and my head wasn't there either initially. And I feel like if you would have gave it to me during the pandemic, Lord knows where I'd be.
Yeah.
Woo.
That's
That's
all I'm
good,
gonna say.
though.
Lord knows where I would be, like legit. And so like, I don't know, a lot of people thought the pandemic was a horrible thing, but I thrived in the
I
pandemic.
loved it.
I'm talking about I was
loved it.
traveling.
I ate that thing up.
Best time.
I got out of a toxic relationship that was holding me back. I discovered new talents, like all kind of stuff. Like even when it comes to like writing with y'all, I never felt like I was on y'all's level.
Really?
Never.
But we always said, Jared, your crap is eating.
I wasn't. It felt elementary. You know what I'm saying? It really did. And like I feel like during the pandemic, we got the opportunity to write so much that it was like, oh, I'm catching up in the learning curve. Like now we all just doing it.
We wrote a lot during the pandemic. I really think that was a highlight for me too. I mean, because it was a highlight for me because my thing is like during the pandemic, everybody would be stuck in their houses, but I was still able to come down the street to y'all house. I was like, I went down the street. You was supposed to leave. Well, actually, I didn't come. Jared came and got me because I had a car. He was like, "What you doing? Nothing. Come on down here." I was like, "I'm gonna be in, on quarantine." Just like, you got COVID? No? Okay, come on. All right then. So like that, it was real lit. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, we was living. We was going on buku trip. Traveling was so cheap during the pandemic.
Man, look, and not having to come out that.
Matter of fact,
not having to come out this house and anything. Like it was wonderful.
Man, shoot. Let's plate this food up so we can wrap this. Yeah. And we'll be back to y'all in a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Has been served up. Yep. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to eat.
For sure.
Come on. And we gotta try it in order.
Facts.
Appetizer, the main dish.
Oh Lord, I gotta go first. Can we do it the opposite way?
No, that ain't how you eat in a restaurant.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
So
somebody bust the food.
Oh, you right.
We're gonna let our guests bust the food.
Father God, we thank you, God, for bringing us together. God, be able to bring glory to your name. God, we ask that you let this food be nourishment to our bodies. God, we ask that as we're eating, God, that the other people on the side of the screen, on the other side of the screen, God, could just feel how good this food finna be. In your son Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Well, all right.
We jumping into it?
All right. Here we go. This Dacia's. Let's try without her.
All right. You might know what you're doing in the kitchen.
You like it? Cool.
Well, you might be doing a little something.
I'm gonna smack it buku loud.
I was with big about it.
Me too. We supposed to be tasting and we eating.
No.
I can get with that. You have to send me that recipe. I like that.
This don't take long to cook either, y'all. You can TikTok almost everything. TikTok it. But make it your own. Do whatever you like in there.
I'm feeling that. If I could be like the people on Food Network, the texture is good and it's moist on the inside. People's stuff be dry. It be bad.
We always got that one judge. But, I would have liked it to be a little more crunchy.
Right.
But, so yeah.
So have y'all had like impossible meat before?
I have.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all kind of used to the taste already? Okay.
Yeah, it's cool though. I get with it. Shoot, I'm gonna have to put that down. See, y'all supposed to be tasting. See, y'all always work on food. Y'all can't eat the food. You taste the food.
Right.
We gonna eat off camera though.
Oh no, I'm fucking thirsty.
Oh, that one at the same time, Jared.
Oh, my fault.
You know, like he eating rather than tasting too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sure was. That's good too. The rice nice.
The seasoning is immaculate. Love it.
This is a nice combination here.
Yeah.
I'm tasting everything right now.
Right. Oh man, y'all.
We're gonna have to reconvene on my dessert, 'cause I'm not gonna bite no chocolate in the middle of my food.
You right.
It's the
Y'all cool with
reconvene.
that? We gonna
Yeah, I
reconvene.
go put in the comments. I come on the iAmHer page and tell everybody what I thought about these.
No,
Okay.
we can still say it on camera, but I just gotta finish this plate up first.
Yeah, alright.
We're gonna take care of this plate. We'll be back.
Alright, y'all. So we done finished our food. Now we back with the dessert.
Chef's kiss to the dinner. I will say.
And of course, you know we have to get the ice cream though with it.
Had
Thank
to,
you, thank
yes.
you.
Yeah. Alright, y'all. Let's taste this own thing. Let's taste the ice cream
Ice
first.
cream first. I know, sorry.
Let's see if I brought it home or did I drop the ball at the end. Okay, it's moist at the bottom. I dig it.
What's on the inside?
Are you with this?
Okay.
No, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
What is making it taste like this? This has all the flax seeds and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm. No eggs.
I like that.
No milk products.
Oh, I'm gonna slap this whole thing in there. Yes.
Oh
sir.
yeah.
Overall, I think we did a good job.
You did a great job, y'all.
Very solid.
Look at that.
We're
I was a
the
little
best.
nervous, but we got it.
Nervous about who?
Oh.
I thought that was shade.
Me too.
I'm being nice.
When I was at home, I do this. On regular.
It was good
I
though.
just eat. So.
Anyways, yeah, y'all, that's the, we went to the smacking on.
Right. Oh, facts. Yeah, we might need to close this out before we
Yeah.
go into town.
But yeah, y'all, that's a little bit what we had on college experience. You know, we may come back maybe later, years, months, maybe never. Probably with another college experience video, but you never know. Just let us know what y'all think about it. You know.
Yeah, just stick around for the journey, and most importantly, you know, we've enjoyed you so much as a guest, per usual.
Thank you.
You know,
And we actually, how we did for you?
Oh, you shouldn't have.
while he goes and gets the gift, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all, I ate so good today. The sleep that I'm gonna get tonight, I'm going to bed after this, and I know you're not supposed to go to sleep on like a full stomach, but I'm going into a food coma. I'm gonna be passed out,
Oh.
like legit passed out. You see them colors I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want me to open it?
People goes.
We were over it off camera.
Okay.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
Just know
guys
she
so
got
much.
something good.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate y'all. I thank y'all so much for watching and everything else. Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate it. I had so much fun. Like, this was very hands-on, very challenging at the same time and everything else. So
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for feeding us. Thank you, good girl.
You're welcome.
Well, y'all got nothing to say?
I think we out.
Alright, y'all. Peace out. Until next time.
Bye.
Find you somebody who can cook and change your life.
Love y'all. Bye.
Peace.
Trying to find a place I went wrong. I got a couple problems, but I'll make it alone. I can't right on my wrongs, but I can write them in songs.